conferences, 11 conferences sir has organized. So with this introduction, sir has also received Best Teacher Award by Swami Ramanathan Maratha University Nanded in 2019, and he has also received Shahu Bhushan Award by Shiv Chhatrapati Shikshan Samstha Nagpur. Sir has also been awarded with many awards. Due to time constraint, I leave this introduction and request our resource person to please guide us on this occasion. Honorable Dr. U. Masumdar, sir.
Good afternoon. First of all, I take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks to Royal Education Society for inviting me here for the interaction with you. Since yesterday, many more sessions you have attended. One of the very expert person, Dr. R.T. Deshmukh, he is my good friend. He has delivered 2 talks yesterday and today also, and almost all the different aspects, not all, but few aspects, definitely we have covered. As far as I is concerned, myself, the organizer, Principal Zulfai sir, and his team has assigned me a topic, innovative methods in evaluation process. This is a NAAC seminar, so almost all the aspects, teaching, learning, evaluation. As an organizer, he tried to cover, and as a part of this, I am going to have some sort of discussion about this particular topic. Innovative methods in evaluation process. We basically all are teachers. Many of you might have some 10 year, most of the teacher, few of the teacher might be having 20 year. Few might be just joined for last a year or a 6 month, but basically everybody is performing a role of teacher, and we are trying to give justice to a component called as teaching learning. Whatever we want to teach to the learner, basically we prepare well and we deliver in the class, and after its delivery we try to collect the responses from the learner. We try to collect the responses in different aspects. If the new one is there, teacher, he will ask the students that how was my performance. Means he will ask himself, actually he is going to evaluate himself. What is his performance in the class? How he taught. Whatever the topic he taught, whether that the students are mugging up, student got it, like that. And after that, the next term comes, that is the assessment of the students on the course whatever you are taught. Whatever you are taught. Course, paper, unit, curriculum part, isn't it? And on that basis, we evaluate the students or we assess the students. So that way, the assessment and evaluation, these two terms obviously we use in the teaching learning process, and these two are related with the learner, students. These two terms, they appears to be synonym of each other. मराठीमध्ये सांगायचं असेल तर असेसमेंट आणि इव्हॅल्युएशन हे दोन शब्द जवळपास समानार्थीच आहेत. आपण समानार्थीच त्याचा वापर त्या ठिकाणी करत असतो. परंतु जर आपण डिटेलमध्ये पाहिलं तर हे समानार्थी तेवढ्या अर्थाने सारख्या अर्थाचे शब्द नाही आहेत. These two words have definitely the different meaning. Assessment can be done when a course is going on. एखादा कोर्स चालू असेल, पेपर एखादा शिकवणं चालू असेल, तर त्या दरम्यान चालू असण्याच्या प्रक्रियेमध्ये आपण विद्यार्थ्याचं मूल्यमापन जे करतो त्याला आपण असेसमेंट असं म्हणतो. असेसमेंट. And when we are assessing the students, assessing the learners have a scope to give the feedback. Learner can give you feedback about your teaching, feedback about their understanding, feedback about difficulty level, everything they can give. But evaluation is rather different. Evaluation is done after completion of a program. Evaluation is done after completion of a total course. And once the evaluation, after completion of the course, if the evaluation is done, there will be no any scope for the learner to say something about the evaluation, modification, the changes. They are not possible. In a short, if somebody has passed out a third year, BCA third year, BA third year, whatever it may be, after declaration of the result, whatever the grade he is going to achieve, it may be first class, second class or pass class. So that is the evaluation done by the university, and he has a mark sheet in his hand, and that is after evaluation. The evaluation is completed and grade you are getting there. And once the grade you got, you cannot claim anything. You cannot say that, sir, I don't understand this paper, I could not attend the lectures, the difficulty level was very high. No use at all. Means evaluation is done when a particular outcome is achieved. Outcome word, you might have been, our earlier speaker Dr. R.T. Deshmukh, he might have been stressed on this. Program outcome, course outcome, program specific outcomes. These are the terms now oftenly used in the NAAC process. Not necessarily not NAAC process. These are the common terms. Program outcome. And so once the program is completed, outcome is evaluated, and that is evaluation. So in the broad aspect, if we see assessment and the evaluation, though the meaning is same, we feel that these two are synonym, but they are not actually synonym because the process is entirely different. And so that way the topic is innovative methods in evaluation process. Now as far as the cordless है क्या हिच है, ठीक है. As far as evaluation is concerned, what is the evaluation? Just I briefed. It is a process where outcomes of the program are evaluated. It is the process where outcomes of the programs are evaluated. outcome. Outcome, the broad meaning we understand. Outcome means after doing a particular program actually in the NAAC terminology, program means it is a 3-year course, 2-year course. In case of PE it is 4-year course. In case of MBBS it can be a 5-year course. So that 5-year course in all it is termed as a program. And oftenly we confuse program and program. This is the program going on, spelling is double M. And the program what we are talking, that is double M. Class. So program outcome. After completion of the program, what abilities a student will have. So judgment of this is termed as what? Evaluation. And so evaluation is a process wherein the outcomes of the program are examined to see whether they are satisfied, fulfilled, reached up to level some, and so that is what evaluation process. So in a different way the evaluation can be defined. It is a continuous process concerned with the more than the formal academic achievement of the students. Formal achievement, academic achievement, first class he got, but whether that first class is saying, giving the right answer, that after doing so and so, the outcomes whatever were stated in the curriculum, in the objectives of the syllabus, whether these are fulfilled or not. Many a times it happens. We are calling some student, some teacher for an interview, like a subject of English. He did MA, he did PhD, MP, most of the time. And he is not able to translate a sentence, Marathi sentence into English. Or sometimes it is very difficult to make a translation also, very simple thing. So whether his grades, his marks, they are saying that he is in distinction. But a very simple thing he is not going to do. So whether that the program achievement is done, program evaluation is done, he is a good in that subject, and we say on paper he is good. And so that is what evaluation. And so this is something about the evaluation. And so when we are talking about the evaluation, evaluation is based on 3-4 pillars. First is content. Content means you can say a course, you can say syllabus, you can say curriculum. Second one, objectives. Now see your any syllabus, any curriculum. Every university is now giving objectives. Now in terms of the NAAC, we are every paper initially they are giving you the program outcomes, course outcomes. In case of a paper they are giving course outcomes. So objectives and course outcomes they are set, one and second. And then learning activities. How you are going to complete that curriculum. Teacher how it is completing, and student how it is going to learn, and while learning what kind of activity he is performing, and after that it's evaluation. So this is the cycle. Content, then objectives, then activities, learning activities, and then evaluation. Again after evaluation, again you have to go for content. If the evaluation is not positive, again he has to go there. In the system it's not positive, but again he has to think. So these are the different pillars of the evaluation in general. Now, why for the evaluation is to be done? Why? Why it is required? What is the aim behind it? And so these are the things. First thing, whether the objectives of education are achieved or not, that can be judged with the help on the basis of evaluation. It provides guidance. It provides remedial work. Evaluation is done, and after evaluation, some kind of remedial work also can be performed depending upon what kind of the result you are getting. Diagnose the problems of student, identify student needs and levels. So this is the list. If you go through the list, you understand why evaluation is required. This is a general term. So evaluation is must. But this evaluation, it is at the end of the completion of the program. And so these are the different goals, these are the different aims behind the evaluation. Improve skills of learning, learning ability, learning skills. Whether these are achieved by a learner or these are to be improved, what is the condition of the learning level, learning skill, this can also be identified. And so this is what, to improve the skill of learning, identify students' aspects of the development. This is also very important. Student aspects of development. Immediately we can categorize the student that he is a slow learner, he is advanced learner. And if he is advanced learner, what kind of the project, what kind of the curriculum, what kind of the activity he has to be given. So that is a very, what you can say, a borderline between the active or advanced learner and slow learner. So now in our country this concept is not there, advanced learners. But in foreign countries we know, particularly in US, that advanced learner can take at a time number of the courses. If suppose in that course there are 60 credits, in the first semester he can go for 60 credit and appear the 60 credit, and if he pass in these 60 credit, the degree will be awarded. Actually the program can be of 4 terms. The program is actually a 4 semester. But if some student is very advanced, then he can complete that program in only 1 term, in only 1 semester. So to find out what is the ability of the student as far as learning level is concerned, so that also can be judged with the help of this evaluation method. And so these are the different methods: education value, utility of educational program, then decision making. So I will not go in detail because just I have to go ahead. So also this we know that now at present what types of the evaluation we are performing. Basically 2 types of the evaluations we are doing. One is the formative, another is summative. This is from the school level up to our degree level. Formative evaluation, it occurs over a period of time and monitors students' progress. It occurs over a time, meaning is what? When a program is going on, when the student is in first year, as soon as he takes the admission and appearing for the final examination, in this particular period, whatever the evaluation we are doing, actually evaluation, when we say at that time it is assessment. That assessment, whatever we are doing, that assessment is called as what? The formative assessment. So in this formative assessment, it helps to deliver the program, to decide the quality of implementation, assessment, in the what context, procedure, inputs, means. So broadly, formative assessment is what? The assessment which we are carrying when the delivery of learning objective is going on. When the teacher is delivering, the program is continued. In this particular period, whatever the assessment we are doing in a different manner. Assessment and teacher can do assessment in the class by asking a simple question, oral question. Teacher can assess the student by giving some small exercise that you solve this particular example. Teacher can assess the student by asking them to draw some kind of a diagram which is rather complicated in life sciences or rather complicated in electronics. So this is what and after doing that particular aspect complete, the student is going to assess. And he can say, yes, your drawing is very good. He can say, yes, you are very fast. Your mathematics is good. Your electronic diagrams are very fine. Or he can ask some oral question and immediately he can say, yes, he is good. So whatever the remark the teacher is giving, so that remark giving process comes under a evaluation method. That method is called as what? Formative evaluation method. So details is there that I will not go in detail because it is conducted to monitor instructional process. It is concerned with judgments made during the testing of the development of the program, which is directed towards modifying, forming or improving the program. It takes into account smaller and independent units of curriculum. This is correct. A small unit we have completed, one topic we have completed. Not one topic, in that one topic, a small unit, one point we have completed, and immediately we are going to have a feedback from the student. And so, whatever the assessment you are doing, that assessment can be through oral, that assessment can be in the written form, that assessment can be in the group discussion form. So, this type of the assessment, that type of the evaluation, whatever you have done, that is called as what? Formative evaluation. This we are doing at the school level, at the college level, at the university level also. Second type is there, summative evaluation. The definition is that a summative evaluation examines the outcomes of the learners. Here there is a basic difference. Outcomes. Outcome means whatever was the stated outcome while teaching a particular curriculum, teaching a particular paper, teaching a particular course. Whatever the stated outcome is there, whether that outcome is achieved by that learner after completion of that examination. So that we are judging. How we are judging? The best method is that the university is giving the examination question paper and we are asking them to write down the answers in the 2 hour, 3 hour, and whatever you have written that we are assessing and we are giving the marks, and on the basis of that marks we can say that he is good in that particular course paper. So this is what summative kind of evaluation. And here there is no any scope for the feedback from the students. याच्यामध्ये विद्यार्थ्यांकडनं आपल्याला ताबडतोब फीडबॅक काही मिळत नसतो. आणि जरी तो फीडबॅक मिळाला तरी त्या फीडबॅक मध्ये आपण काही ऍक्शन त्याच्यावरती आपण घेऊ शकत नाही. त्याचं कारण प्रक्रिया पूर्ण झालेली आहे आणि त्या ठिकाणी रिझल्ट आलेला असतो. आणि म्हणून अशा प्रकारचं जे इव्हॅल्युएशन आहे समेटिव्ह इव्हॅल्युएशन, म्हणजे थोडक्यामध्ये आपल्याला जर सांगायचं असेल समेटिव्ह इव्हॅल्युएशन म्हणजे एंड सेमिस्टरच्या एक्झाम झाल्याच्या नंतर येणारा रिझल्ट आणि त्याच्या आधारे काढलेला निकाल. आणि फॉर्मॅटिव्ह इव्हॅल्युएशन म्हणजे एंड सेमिस्टरच्या परीक्षा होण्याच्या पूर्वी आपण ज्या ज्या टेस्ट घेतो, वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारे विद्यार्थ्यांना टेस्ट करतो, त्याच्यावरनं आपण जे कन्क्लुजन काढतो त्याला थोडक्यामध्ये फॉर्मॅटिव्ह इव्हॅल्युएशन असं आपण म्हणू शकतो. सो दिस इज व्हॉट द डिफरन्स बिटवीन टू काइंड्स ऑफ द इव्हॅल्युएशन, अँड दिस इव्हॅल्युएशन मेथड इज व्हेरी मोनोटोनस. Many of the people they are using, whether it is good or bad, so that is a different story, but such kind of the evaluation we are doing there. To understand the difference between the formative and summative example, summative evaluation, I can give you a simple example. Some cook is going to make a preparation of the food. आणि ते जे काही भाजी तो तयार करतोय किंवा स्वयंपाक तयार करतोय ते तयार करताना त्याच्यामध्ये मीठ बरोबर आहे का, किंवा त्याच्यामध्ये लागणारी साखर योग्य प्रमाणात आहे की जास्त झालेली आहे का कमी आहे, हा खूप ज्यावेळेस स्वयंपाक करत असतो त्यावेळेस तो तपासून पाहतो. एखादा सीख घेतो किंवा एखादा गाडी त्याची चाखून बघतो त्याला. हे असं करणं त्या फूडचे फूड तयार करत असताना त्याला फॉर्मॅटिव्ह इव्हॅल्युएशन असतं. आणि त्याच्यानंतर जेव्हा पूर्ण जेवण तयार झालेलं आहे आणि बाहेरच्या मंडळीला आपण त्या ठिकाणी निमंत्रण दिलेलं आहे, सगळी मंडळी जेवण करून चाललेली आहे आणि जेवण केल्याच्या नंतर जाताना जो रिमार्क दिला जातो त्या सगळ्या पाहुण्या मंडळी जेवणाच्या बाबतीमध्ये ते म्हणजे समेटिव्ह इव्हॅल्युएशन. मला वाटतं हे अतिशय साधं उदाहरण आहे की आता त्या पाहुण्यांनी खूप तारीफ केली किंवा अशा घोषणा घातल्या आपल्याला काय जेवण केलंय काय याच्यात मिळतच नव्हता, आता उपयोग काय, आता उपयोग काहीच नाही कारण फक्त रिमार्क जपला घेतोय. पण जर त्यांनी त्या ठिकाणी जेवण करत असताना तयार करताना त्यांनी पाहिलं आणि लक्षात आलं की मीठ याच्यामध्ये कमी आहे, तो ऍड करू शकतो, म्हणजे तिथं फीडबॅक त्याला मिळाला, त्याच्यामध्ये सुधारू शकतो. तर हा फरक आहे कशामध्ये, फॉर्मॅटिव्ह इव्हॅल्युएशन आणि समेटिव्ह इव्हॅल्युएशन. आणि मग त्याचे डिटेल्स हे या ठिकाणी आपल्याला डिटेल्स मध्ये त्या ठिकाणी आपल्याला पाहता येईल. आता याच्यात काय डिफेक्ट आहे नेमका मग या इव्हॅल्युएशन सिस्टीम मध्ये, दीज आर सम. पहिला मुद्दा आहे assessment is not followed systematically as well as continually. हे आपण पाहतो. assessment is not followed systematically. थोडंसं काहीतरी गडबड त्याच्यात होत असतं. कंटिन्यूली सारखेपणा नसतो. Number 2, competencies are not assessed through traditional system of evaluation. Evaluation ची जी पद्धत आहे, मी शिक्षक असेल आणि माझ्या ओळखीचा मुलगा असेल, मला चांगल्या प्रकारे बोलणारा असेल, तर हे इव्हॅल्युएशन करताना थोडंसं माझाही हात कमी जास्त होत असतो आणि मग त्याच्यामध्ये इव्हॅल्युएशन तेवढं करेक्टली त्या ठिकाणी होत नाही. असेसमेंट इज टू ऑफन कॅरीड आउट, फार कमी प्रमाणात असं त्या ठिकाणी होतं. One can't get a realistic picture of students have actually mastered. खरंच विद्यार्थी त्याच्यात मास्टरी आलेली आहे का, त्याला 100 पैकी 100 मार्क पडलेले आहेत आणि खरंच ते फक्त कागदावरचा असतो 100 पैकी 100 मार्क आहे की खरोखर त्याला त्याचं नॉलेज आलेलं आहे, हे आपल्या त्या ठिकाणी त्याचं मेळ आपल्याला लागत आहे हे आपण पाहतो. 100 पैकी मार्क्स असतात पण बाहेर तोंड उघडता येत नाही, त्याला बोलता येत नाही, कुठली एखादी कन्सेप्ट त्याला सांगता येत नाही, 100% मार्क्स आहेत त्याला. आणि मग अशा परिस्थितीमध्ये आपलं इव्हॅल्युएशन हे बरोबर आहे का, आपलं जे काही केलेलं मार्किंग आहे ते बरोबर आहे का, असा प्रश्न त्या ठिकाणी निर्माण व्हायला लागतो. फीडबॅक प्रोव्हाइडेड इज नॉट इन ऑल फॉर्मॅट. म्हणजे बऱ्याचशा वेळेस फीडबॅक जो मिळतो तो करेक्ट नसतो, विद्यार्थी एका दबावाखाली असतात आणि म्हणून हे काही त्याचे ड्रॉबॅक, लर्निंग डिफिकल्टीज कॅनॉट बी आयडेंटिफाइड. म्हणजे या प्रोसेसमध्ये फॉर्मॅटिव्ह मध्ये काही डिफिकल्टी आपल्या लक्षात येऊ शकतात, पण समेटिव्ह मध्ये त्या अजिबात लक्षात येत नाही आणि म्हणून हे याचे काही ठिकाणचे ड्रॉबॅक्स आहेत. आणि म्हणून थोडीशी नवीन पद्धत आली विद्यापीठामध्ये जो वापर आपण करतो, वी पीपल यूज CCE चा कंटिन्युअस अँड कॉम्प्रिहेन्सिव्ह इव्हॅल्युएशन. कंटिन्युअस आणि कॉम्प्रिहेन्सिव्ह दोन्ही पद्धती, सातत्यपणा आहे आणि एकत्रितपणा पण आहे त्याच्यामध्ये. अँड सो दिस इज CCE component is now included in our curriculum. And upon we people in university level we are using that. In the CCE, what is there? This is what is the aim behind the CCE and what are the different components? Aims almost all same. Evaluation साठी जे काही aim आहे ते सगळे आपण या ठिकाणी ठेवत असतो आणि त्या प्रकारे आपण करतो आणि ते करत असताना त्याचे components मात्र आपण सगळ्यांनी वापरलेले. What components we are making use? How CCE is done? We conduct quiz. We give assignments. Assignments we give and ask the students to write down, and we take the assignments and give the marks to it. Assignments, written tests. Sometimes we frame a timetable and ask the student to appear for the examination. We design a question paper and answers are given by the student, and so answer sheet is with you, and so on the basis of that you are going to evaluate. Written test, oral test. In the VII, in our every course there is a VII, 10 mark, 5 mark, and on the basis of it we are evaluating it. Practical work, practical examination. Practically we ask them some student to perform such kind of experiment. How he is performing, how he is noting the observation, how he is demonstrating, how he is keen, how he is knowing about all the facts about that practical. So that we are going to assess and we are evaluating. Then lab and project work. Now project work is made there in many of the courses, and so on the basis of it, term papers. Term paper means semester end examinations. Then tutorials and seminar. Tutorials, this is also another kind of the assignment. Seminar, we ask the student to come over on the dais and ask him to deliver some kind of the lecture on a given particular topic. Seminar. And one more concept is there, that is what weightage to attendance. So this is also a very important aspect as far as students are concerned for their evaluation about the attendance. In autonomous colleges, this is a regular practice, that how much students have attended the classes, how much they are going to remain present in the classes. If the student is attending more than say 75%, some mark they are going to allot. Out of say 10 marks are there for attendance, out of that 75 and above they are going to allot them some 2 marks. 80 and above they are going to allot them 4 marks. So the marks, internal marks, are coupled with the percentage of that attendance, and definitely it is a very good practice. And so this is what these are the different components of the continuous and comprehensive evaluation, so that we are actually following. Okay, then this is where whatever now I talk, these all we are practicing. But there are some other methods that I just want to point out. One is, another method is, some alternative assessment methods are also there. Not only quiz, not only the summative, not only the formative, but there are different methods. The world is trying to make use of these different methods for evaluation of the students. So, what are these? Alternative assessment. This is a new type of the method. It is also called as what? A performance assessment. It is also known as performance test. And so, this performance test or authentic assessment, it is known as alternative assessment. What is the difference between this? If you read that sentence, it is deeply rooted in one's ability to do something by leveraging newly gained knowledge. Evaluation, formative, summative, comprehensive, and continuing. In all these evaluation technique methods, what we are doing, we are trying to know how much knowledge has gained by the student. But only this is not sufficient. Along with knowledge, how much he can put that knowledge into actual practice, that is also to be judged. For example, he is a good scorer in the English, but when we ask him to say two sentences by coming over the dais, he is unable to deliver one or two sentences. So, as per his knowledge, he has good knowledge, but when actually practicing that, at that time he is failing there. So, can we say that he is a good student? Whatever the assessment we have done, whether it is true or wrong, and so that is the question. And so for that, such kind of alternative assessment or performance test, these are nowadays used. This is a method of evaluation that measures students' level of proficiency. Proficiency. मराठीमध्ये त्याला आपण त्या ठिकाणी मास्टरी असं म्हणतो. एखाद्या विषयावरती मास्टरी आहे. मास्टरी याचा अर्थ त्या विषयावरचं काहीही त्याला विचारा, कुठलीही त्याच्यामध्ये ऍक्टिव्हिटी त्याला करायला सांगा, तो त्या ठिकाणी चांगल्या प्रकारे करतो. त्याचं नॉलेज असणं वेगळं आणि ते ऍक्टिव्हिटी करणं, मास्टरी त्या विषयामध्ये असून त्याचा वापर ऍक्च्युअली करणं, हा यातला फरक आहे. आणि म्हणून अल्टरनेटिव्ह मेथड ज्या आहेत त्या मुख्यतः त्याच्या प्रोफिशियन्सी इव्हॅल्युएट करण्यासाठी त्या ठिकाणी वापरल्या जातात. Overall goal of alternative assessment is to allow students to demonstrate their knowledge and execute tasks. एखादा चांगला सॉफ्टवेअर मधला खूप चांगला इंजिनियर आणि त्याला त्या ठिकाणी त्याच्या करिक्युलम मध्ये, त्याच्या त्या कोर्स, त्याच्या डिग्रीच्या कार्यक्रमामध्ये त्याला खूप चांगलं लागतं आणि त्याला छोटासा प्रोग्राम दिला, अटेंडन्सचा प्रोग्राम, मला एक सॉफ्टवेअर तयार करून द्या, ही सर मला जमत नाही. म्हणजे त्यांनी शिकलेलं भरपूर आहे, पण त्याला मात्र या ठिकाणी छोटासा प्रोग्रामही तयार करता येत असेल तर या ठिकाणी गॅप पडतो. आणि मग तशा विद्यार्थ्यासाठी तशा प्रोग्रामच्या बाबतीमध्ये वेगळे टेक्निक वापरले पाहिजे. कशाचे? असेसमेंटचे. ते त्या ठिकाणी त्याला अल्टरनेटिव्ह असेसमेंट असं आपण त्या ठिकाणी म्हणतो. आणि मग या अल्टरनेटिव्ह असेसमेंट करण्यासाठी काय काय त्या ठिकाणी येतात, त्याचे कुठले कुठले कॉम्पोनंट येतात. एक सर्वात महत्त्वाचा कॉम्पोनंट आहे त्याचा पोर्टफोलिओ. पोर्टफोलिओ त्याला आपण खाते असं म्हणतो, खाते वाटप वगैरे, त्या अर्थाने नाही. Portfolio is what? A collection of the different tasks a student has executed in the course of the class or training. एखाद्या विद्यार्थ्याने 2 वर्षाचा कोर्स केलेला आहे, त्या काळामध्ये त्यांनी जे ट्रेनिंग करत असताना किंवा तो कोर्स करत असताना त्यांनी वेगवेगळे जे टास्क त्यांनी केलेले. टास्क means how he has performed that particular task. त्याचं जे काही डॉक्युमेंट आहे त्या डॉक्युमेंटचं कलेक्शन त्याला म्हटलं जातं पोर्टफोलिओ. बरीचशी मुलं पाहतो आपण की whenever some award we want to give by the college in the gathering, and so the principal asks the student to say, give a file what he has done. And so when we ask them, at that time students are trying to show that, sir, I have done this seminar, sir, I have taken the participation in this particular sport activity, sir, I did this particular program, I conducted, I was anchor, sir, I performed this solo dance in the gathering. And so this is what the collection, whatever he did in the entire year. And so that is called, actually file, it's a file, whatever he did in the 2 year, 3 year, so that is called as what? Portfolio. But this is in general, as far as curriculum is concerned, in the curriculum what we had did, so that is called as what? Portfolio. So how the portfolio by that student is maintained, what portfolio he is sending, depending upon, we can assess the portfolio and some sort of the grading we can do. And so this method is called as what? Internal assessment. Second is performance test. So performance test, it can be a written test, it can be oral test, it can be related with your curriculum. Sometimes it may not be related with curriculum. Sometimes it's not related with curriculum. Sometimes examiner may ask the student to come over the dais and you now just act in a way that as if you are the principal of the college. What you are going to do there. So that is some kind of the performance, what you are going to do. So performance test requires the learners to execute complex tasks. It is a complex task. He is basically a student. We are asking him to play the role of the principal. He is a student. Sometimes we are asking him to play the role of a judge, high court judge. And so how he behaves, how he give the order, how he is hearing the lawyers. And so this is some kind of a task, and how that task is going to complete. So that is what a performance test. Second one is open book test. Open book test, you know, in foreign countries or in case of LLM also, I think open book test is there. A question paper is here, and the student is allowed to go into the library, and he has to write down something there. Though everything is provided, library is open, then also after evaluation, result is not more than 8%, 10%. It means what? 90% student will there in the open book test. So open book test, we have tried more. Many of our students, they have tried this in the Corona period. Today is the examination going on, and day before yesterday, a student delegation reached to the High Court, asking the High Court that take our examination online and that too in the MCQ mode. So why this is so? That can be a different story there. But so this is open book test. So on the basis of open book test, also a course or the program can also be evaluated. Script sheet. This is somewhat similar to that of your open book test. So script is, this is another form of open book evaluation. What is it? Instead of bringing the entire course material to test or examination, entire material for the course, entire material of the course for examination, instead of this, a small unit you are to take out of that course. And student selects important information from these materials to create some sort of abridged version called script sheet. Entire topic, entire course with paper, instead of it, you choose one, any small unit out of that. And open book test, you are go to the library and you have to do some kind of a test there. You have to answer some kind of the questions there. And so that whatever the answer you are doing, so that is assessed. And so that is a part of the alternative assessment. It is what script test, script sheet. Summaries. So summary is also a very important aspect. We understand, say you are now attending this seminar since yesterday morning. And our principal asked you that you are a very good participant. And now you will prepare the summary of this 2 days seminar. Everybody is concentrating here. Everybody is sitting here. Everybody has attended all the seminars. Then, after that, if your summaries are assessed, definitely we will found that the summary written by every participant will be different. And out of that, the best one we can choose and we can do a good mark to it. We can say he is a good as far as his evaluation is concerned. Summarize in nutshell, in the abstract form, how you are going to say something about the task you have performed. So summaries. So it is abstract writing. Research paper many of you will know. Research paper can be of say 10, 12 pages. Nobody has that much time to read your entire research paper. But if you have precisely written the abstract, a person, a researcher, while going through the abstract can easily understand what this fellow has done in that research paper. What kind of the characterization has done, what are their important results. So that is called as what? Abstract writings. So summaries means it is abstract writings. So with the help of summaries also we can evaluate reports. Now this 2 day seminar is over, and now just we want to make the news to appear in our daily Lokman, and for that I have to give a brief report. So it should be brief. It should cover everything, but it should be written very precisely. And so that report we have to submit. Project the student is going to do. But the report should be very precise, 1 or 2 pages. But once you read that 1 or 2 pages, the examiner is going to understand what he has exactly done. And so how influentially the student is reporting a particular task, reporting a particular event. So that is what report writing. Second one is the collaborative testing. We may say that is what? Group testing. Collaborative testing, we are making some small groups of our class students. Say a group of 3 or 4. Say a group of 5 students. So in the class there are 100 students. We can make a 20 groups, each of 4 and 5. And some topic we are going to learn. And everybody is asked to give his opinion. And we are recording all this with the help of the cameras, and then we are going to assess. Then definitely we find that a particular group, in that particular group, a particular student, he has a different abilities. He has a very fine leadership quality. He has a very clear-cut understanding of the topic. He has a capacity. He is giving chance to every student to participate and say something. He is not aggressive. He is not selfish also. And so he is going to talk. He is going to have a discussion on very, very right track. Some of the students, many of the students, they will go out of the track. And so this is what a collaborative testing. So collaborative testing, when we are doing, when we can understand what kind of the knowledge the student has mugged up and how he is going to express. So this is also another kind of the component of this alternative assessment. Take home assignment. This is again a assignment, but take home assignment, its difficulty level should be very high. We people do the assignment students. So within no time the student goes there and sit on the Google and just write down, copy down it and just record it and submit it. But in case of the foreign countries, take home assignment, these are such kind of the assignment, the students, they are making all kind of the resources to use. They are using the Oxford Library, they are using Google, everything they are writing, they are using, but they are unable to complete the given assignment. So this is the situation in case of the country like US. And so there it is what? Take home assignments. So this is another kind of the, what do you say, the component of internal assessment. Now this component of internal assessment, whatever you are doing, how you are going to do it digitally, how you are going to do electronically. And so for that there is one more important, what do you say, component, or there is one tool. That tool is Form Plus. Many of you, the computer related people, they are going it. Google Forms we are using, but Form Plus is again better than that of the Google Classroom or Google Forms. Thing is this, Google is free, we have to pay here. So that is what the difference. So with the help of this Form Plus, we can do the internal assessment in a very effective manner. So this Form Plus, what are the benefits and what are the drawbacks? So it is a nowadays, it is a mobile friendly, it can be used. And so there are two forms, mobile friendly forms and multiple form fields. Mobile friendly, with the help of mobile you can use. and we can download it. We can do the subscription and we can use it. This is one. And second, multiple form bits. There are around some 30 different forms available in the form bits. Whereas in case of the Google, only 12 forms are available. And so this is somewhat rich kind of the tool which we can use in case of the assessment. So this comparison between Google and Formulas, if we do, then you can understand that both are in the mobile phones. That in case of the Google, save and resume is not there, but here it is available. So comparative chart, if we find, then on the right side you find that the green portion, yes, is more there. As compared to Google, in case of Google, there is some smaller no there written in the red language. And so here Formulas is a very good tool for making assessment, making the evaluation of our learner student, of the classroom students. But only thing is this is we have to pay here. We have to make some kind of the subscription. So this is the how we are going to do. So the advantage and disadvantage, every system definitely it has certain advantages. Simultaneously, it will have some disadvantages. So because of the time crunch, I will not go in detail. Now, in the pandemic period, whether it is curse or boon, as far as it can be a topic of debate. But as far as the positive aspect, as far as teacher community is concerned, is this, that because of this pandemic, every teacher now became ICT enabled, information communication technology. Every teacher, whether he wants or doesn't want, he came into this particular flow that he has to make use of all the digital media. He tried to use the different kinds of the tools. For example, it can be Zoom, it can be Microsoft Teams, it can be Google Meets. Actually, many a times different our teacher, they have attended the different workshops. They have participated in the different seminars. They are compulsory, it was a compulsion that you have to, how you have to create a video, how you have to use Zoom. But only the teacher were attentive while doing that seminar. After coming back, everybody was forgotten there. Everybody means some teacher might remember, but most of the teacher, they were unaware of the fact that how these particular tools in the teaching and learning process are to be used. So, online teaching, this became a very important part in this 2.5 years. And so when you are doing online teaching, your evaluation should be online. And so there are the various techniques, there are the various components of the online evaluation. And so these are some just noted. These are some important. One is the online quiz, essay questions, drag and drop activities, online interviews, dialogue simulations, online polls, game type activities, peer evaluation and review, and forum posts. So these are the 9 activities that help us how to evaluate our student making use of online media, digital media. So out of this, everything is known to us. Online quizzes. Quiz, when we say 4 options we are giving, and of that one option, student has to choose, immediately he has to fill, and the answers are given. So online quiz, once the student attempted on the click button as he is going to push there, the result is out. So this is online quiz. And in this also Google Forms we are using. But another suit is there, that is what iSpring suit. It is a very good option that we can use there. But again, here there is a problem that this is a paid version. So we have to pay for that. So this is a iSpring suit, or it is a quiz maker tool. These are the 2 tools which are available on the internet. We can take it and we can create the quizzes. We can judge our students by various methods. Open-ended SC questions. In the Google form also there, this facility is available. But the good one is again iSpring suit, which is very important tool, in which what we are going to do, we are giving some question, open-ended question. As as NAAC is concerned, one open-ended question is there. In the NAAC question, NAAC student satisfaction survey, you have to write down 3 important your opinions as far as teaching, learning and evaluation is concerned. 21st question, students they have answered, and 20 questions they are just like this one, and 21 question it is about the open-ended. So there you can write what you want. Whether whatever the college is saying that our classes are 100% ICT level, we can say no one class is there ICT level. So that is some sort of the open-ended question. And so this open-ended question, this also can be done with the help of this iSpring tool. Another is drag and drop activity. So this is just though it is a small children game, you can say, but it is also a very good activity. This is also a very good tool for making assessment. In this also the iSpring tool, it can be used for this particular activities. Online interviews, now it is a very common practice that all the interviews, whatever are taking place, these are using the video conferencing, or you are going to use Zoom, Microsoft Teams, so all these conferencing apps we are going to use. And so this is a very powerful tool. Dialogue simulations. Dialogue simulations. Here, a dialogue simulation is a way to train learners for real life conversations. Real life conversations. Actually, जगामध्ये त्याला वावरत असताना कुठल्या प्रकारचं त्याला त्या ठिकाणी काम करावं लागतं याचे त्याला सवय होण्यासाठी आपण या प्रकारचं डायलॉग सिम्युलेशन म्हणजे थोडक्यामध्ये आपण सिनेमा पाहतो किंवा नाटक पाहतो त्याच्यामध्ये तो जो हिरो आहे तो त्याच्यामध्ये पूर्ण समरस्वत त्याला भूमिकेला न्याय द्यायचा तो प्रयत्न करत असतो आणि त्याच्यात तोडून जे बाहेर निघालेले शब्द असतात त्याला डायलॉगच म्हणतात म्हणजे तो रिअल लाईफ मध्ये आहे नसतो तो परंतु त्या ठिकाणी दाखवत असतो हे जे आहे ते त्याला डायलॉग सिम्युलेशन म्हणतो. Here, for the dialogue simulation, one suit, iSpring suit is also useful. At the same time, Top Master नावाचे tool आहे, that tool also we can use for making the assessment. Top Master, and this Top Master, it has the facility that whatever the dialogue you are recorded, this dialogue you can hear, and what should be their correctness, how would this be corrected, that kind of the feedback is given by that particular tool. So that is what Top Master tool. Online course. Now this is a very often common practice. कौन बनेगा करोड़पति वगैरह आपण पाहतो त्याच्यामध्ये या पद्धतीचा वापर केला जातो ऑनलाइन कोर्स किंवा निकाल लागल्याच्या नंतर किंवा जेव्हा इलेक्शनच्या नंतर सर्वे केले जातात आणि त्याचं त्या ठिकाणी पोलिंग होतं आणि याच्यासाठी सुद्धा हे iSpring सो आणि क्विज मेकर टूल अजून एक टूल आहे हे क्विज मेकर नावाचं दिस इज गोइंग टू बी यूज्ड देयर. गेम टाइप ऍक्टिव्हिटीज आर देयर. गेम टाइप जसे स्टुडंट कार्टून वगैरे मुलं खेळत असतात त्यांच्यासारखं या ठिकाणचं ऍक्टिव्हिटी त्यांना देऊन त्याच्यातनं असेसमेंट आपला करता येतं. क्विझलँड आणि कहो हे दोन प्रकारचे त्या ठिकाणी ॲप्लिकेशन टूल आहेत त्याचा वापर करून आपण या ऍक्टिव्हिटी पूर्ण करू शकतो. पीअर इव्हॅल्युएशन अँड रिव्ह्यू. पीअरचा अर्थ समकक्ष आपल्या बरोबरीचे म्हणजे मी प्राध्यापक आहे माझं इव्हॅल्युएशन माझ्या बरोबरच्या प्राध्यापकांनी करायचं विद्यार्थ्यांनी करायचं किंवा प्राचार्यांनी करायचं त्याला म्हणतो पीअर इव्हॅल्युएशन किंवा इव्हॅल्युएशन. पीअर म्हणजे समकक्ष समांतर ज्याला आपण म्हणतो म्हणजे विद्यार्थ्यांनीच विद्यार्थ्यांचं असेसमेंट करायचं. एखादा विद्यार्थी वर्गामध्ये आहे त्याचं असेसमेंट बाकीच्या विद्यार्थ्यांनी करायचं. शिक्षक करत असताना वेगळा अँगल किंवा प्रिन्सिपल करत असताना वेगळा अँगल असू शकेल आणि मग याच्यासाठी एक टूल आहे that tool is turn it in feedback studio नावाचं एक वेगळं टूल त्या ठिकाणी अवेलेबल ते त्याचा वापर आपण त्या ठिकाणी करू शकतो. आणि आता सर्वात शेवटी त्या ठिकाणी फोरम पोस्ट जसं मी वर मला सांगितलं तशा प्रकारे ही एक वेगळ्या प्रकारचं सबस्क्राईब आपला करावं लागतं याचाही वापर करून आपण आपल्या विद्यार्थ्यांचं चांगल्या प्रकारे असेसमेंट आपण करू शकतो. आणि मग जर आपण थोडक्यात पाहिलं तर या ठिकाणी क्लासिकल जे काही मेथड्स आहेत whatever the classical methods formative and summative and CCE we are making use but in addition to it just I pointed out two methods. One is internal assessment method, what is it, and another is what online assessment method. And so again while मी सुद्धा शब्द वापरत असताना असेसमेंट आणि इव्हॅल्युएशन हे दोन्ही समानार्थी शब्द वापरलेले आहेत खऱ्या अर्थाने ते नाही आहेत. इव्हॅल्युएशनचा अर्थ हा प्रोग्राम संपल्याच्या नंतर त्याच्यामध्ये कसल्या प्रकारचा स्कोप नाही, पण जवळजवळ आपण पाहिलं तर अर्थ हा एक सारखा त्या ठिकाणी निघतो. आणि म्हणून जे काही टूल्स आहेत, जे वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे आपल्याला वापरता येऊ शकतात ऑनलाईन या बोर्डमध्ये, त्याचं थोडक्यामध्ये आपल्या समोर या ठिकाणी मी विवेचन करायचा या ठिकाणी प्रयत्न केलेला आहे. आणि मग याच्याही व्यतिरिक्त आणखीन काही या ठिकाणी सूट आहेत, वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे 10 जवळपासचे सूट आहेत किंवा वेगवेगळे टूल आहेत. या टूलचा वापर करून आपण या ठिकाणी इव्हॅल्युएशन पूर्ण करू शकतो. स्प्रिंग सूट सांगितलं मी, सॉक्रेटिव्ह आहे, स्पायरल आहे, पिअर ग्रेड आहे, ईडी पझल आहे, मेंटीमीटर आहे, गुगल फॉर्म आपल्या सगळ्यांना परिचयाचा आहे, नंतर क्वाझिलिज नावाचा आहे, निरपॉड नावाचा आहे आणि फ्लुएन्सी ट्युटर नावाचा आहे. जवळपास these 10 different types of the tools are available in the open source way that you have to take there, and using that we can do the evaluations of our student. We can check the learning abilities of the students. We can evaluate ourselves also. We can evaluate ourselves also. Means how I have delivered a particular talk, how I have delivered a curriculum portion. So that also can be judged with the help of the students' feedback, which are assessed on this basis. So these are some different types of the evaluation tools which are available. So online assessments are critical part of e-learning and should be undertaken with the same level of care and rigor that you put into creating your learning content. So this is very important. Whatever effort you are going to put while creating a learning content, the same type of vigor you have to put while making this assessment using this online tools. If you are not so serious while making these online tools, then the results will not be that much good there. And so this is about the innovative methods. That way the organizer has given a very difficult topic for me. Innovative methods. Somebody of you will say, sir, these are the old methods. What innovation you find in it? I say, yes, there is no innovation as such. Because innovative, these are the things which are really in the sense of innovation. These are not that way. But some crunch, some kind of the knowledge regarding the different types of the innovative methods which are available, that just I summed up in a short way. And so while doing all this, we have to remember in mind that assessment is the engine which drives students' learning. If your assessment is not proper, then student learning will also be not proper. And if the student learning is not proper, instead of coming to school, that student, he will go out from the school outside. And so it is a very big responsibility. You are sitting in the driver's seat, and so steering is in your hand. How to drive the vehicle, that is important. If you are not knowing how to drive it, how to make the assessment, then there is every danger that your vehicle may skid down and some big accident may take place. So we are very, very responsible teachers, and so always we have to keep this particular aspect in mind, and we have to evaluate our students. With this, I thank you all for hearing the topic, which was very difficult, very seriously